Pro Group Management. Workers' comp that works for you.
You're watching 7 at 7, powered by the Las Vegas Review-Journal, the largest news team in Nevada.
Developers launch a project that'll transform an unused area of Las Vegas's arts district. Good Tuesday morning, and thank you so much for tuning in to 7 at 7. I'm Cynthia Puga. Let's get into your top stories. A suspect accused of driving her car onto a sidewalk on the Strip still awaiting a trial almost a decade later. Authorities say Lakeisha Holloway drove onto the sidewalk in front of Planet Hollywood, killing 32-year-old Jessica Valenzuela and injuring dozens in 2015. Holloway, now 34 years old, recently spoke to the Review-Journal and said she's frustrated with the trial delay, which she says is from going through multiple attorneys and spending time in mental health facilities.
The police said that she and her daughter, who was about 3 years old, were living in her car. She said that the incident was not intentional. She also said that she had used marijuana days prior to the crash, although she does not currently face a DUI charge. She also realizes that this incident, this crash, is a major part of her life, and she said she thinks about that constantly.
Holloway says she hopes to find closure and doesn't want people thinking she's only concerned about herself. Her trial is set for September 2026. A judge orders a sentence of 12 years to life in prison for a man who fatally stabbed an off-duty officer on the Strip in March of 2022. In February, 61-year-old Freddie Allen pleaded guilty to a count of second-degree murder with the use of a deadly weapon in the stabbing of 33-year-old Tyler Steffens. Police say the attack happened on the bridge connecting New York and MGM Grand while Steffens was arguing with another man. Steffens died from a stab wound to the chest. A federal judge pauses a Nevada law that would require doctors to notify parents of minors looking to get an abortion. The law, enacted back in 1985 but blocked by a federal injunction, was set to go into effect on April 30th. But U.S. District Judge Ann Traum granted a request from Planned Parenthood to stop the law from going into effect pending an appeal the group plans to file. Traum gave Planned Parenthood 7 days to file its motion in the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals. Last month, the judge ruled that the Supreme Court's overturning of Roe v. Wade meant there was no legal basis to keep the law from going into effect. Moving on to weather, sponsored by Star Nursery, your garden's partner for every bloomin' thing. Plenty of sun for your Tuesday, starting off your morning with temperatures in the mid-60s, so you might need a light sweater when you head out the door. We'll be at around 70 degrees by 9 a.m. and we'll reach highs in the low 80s this afternoon. For Wednesday, we'll be seeing mostly sunny skies with temperatures climbing into the upper 80s. Fewer clouds will be around on Thursday with highs in the mid-80s, and we may see the 90s by the end of the week with plenty of sun around before the wind makes a weekend return. Moving on to business, brought to you by G-Bank, your best banking experience ever. Developers of the English Hotel kick off a big project to add several buildings around their Arts District property. Z-Life Company held a ceremonial groundbreaking for Midtown, a multi-tower project around the intersection of Coolidge Avenue and First Street. Plans call for condos, hotel rooms, and apartments. The Z-Life CEO says the Midtown Plaza will feature 6 new buildings around the English Hotel. She says her group is investing roughly $300 million into the project that's being developed north of Charleston Boulevard in an area that's been unused for a number of years. Las Vegas Mayor Shelley Berkeley told attendees that Midtown will offer residents a more urban lifestyle. The supplier for Costco Diapers has changed, and it's frustrating some customers. Costco's Kirkland diapers were made by Kimberly-Clark, which produces Huggies. Customers say the new diapers leak and offer worse quality. Costco isn't to blame, however. Kimberly-Clark reportedly wanted to abandon its private label business, forcing Costco to source its diapers elsewhere.
Sports brought to you by Station Casino's STN Sports. Download the app today. A best-of-3 series. I'm Dominic Lavoie with your Golden Knights update. The VGK scoring a huge 4-3 Game 4 win in overtime on the road against the Wild Saturday, thanks to Ivan Barbashev, tying the series up at 2 apiece. This series, though, all eyes have been on Jack Eichel, who has a singular point through 4 games and is a -7.
I have no issue with Jack at all. I think he's been the victim of some bad luck on the terms of the plus-minus side. He's always been a plus player here, so I'm not going to read too much into that number. Just hasn't been like his series necessarily where the pucks followed him around.
Eichel has a shot to bounce back tonight as he and his Knights take on Minnesota at 6:30 for game number 5.
Let's get into your health news, brought to you by Centerwell Senior Primary Care. Discover primary care focused on you. Nevada Donor Network hosting its 8th annual Hope Glows 5K Fun Run Walk. Now, the event at Exploration Peak Park was held Saturday in honor of National Donate Life Month. It included glow-in-the-dark swag, games, music, food trucks, vendors, plus so much more. Attendees got to glow in support of more than 100,000 Americans currently on the organ transplant waiting list. Nearly 700 of those people live right here in Nevada. The event raises awareness and funds to support Nevada Donor Network's mission to save and heal lives through organ, eye, and tissue donation.
Sports betting brought to you by Las Vegas Paiute Tribal Smoke and Cigar Shop. The Golden Knights are -210 favorites over the Wild today in Game 5 of their first-round NHL playoff series at T-Mobile Arena. The Knights are +125 on the puck line at the Westgate Superbook, and the total for that game is 5.5 goals. The Knights are -250 favorites to win the series, and they're tied for the 8-1 fourth choice with the Maple Leafs to win the Stanley Cup. The Carolina Hurricanes are the +450 favorites, followed by the Avalanche and Panthers each at 7-1. The Winnipeg Jets and Washington Capitals are each 12-1.
In lifestyle news, 6 teams of hundreds of volunteers came together over the weekend to renovate and repair 6 homes in the Las Vegas Valley. The volunteers did the work for low-income homeowners, including veterans, seniors, and people with disabilities. It was all done at zero cost in honor of National Rebuilding Day. The Rebuilding Together Southern Nevada CEO says their mission is more important now more than ever, with challenges of home affordability, rising inflation, and increasing costs of living. Now for entertainment, sponsored by Arizona Charlie's has live entertainment every weekend at both locations. Go to ArizonaCharlies.com to see who's playing. The campaign launches to build a $100 million UNLV Learning Center for the Arts. LVRJ entertainment columnist John Katsilometes has the details.
The $100 million UNLV Learning Center for the Arts is in its planning phases. This center is going to go up where Grant Hall stands now on the UNLV campus. That means Grant Hall, which was built in 1959, is coming down. This building will be built between 5 and 10 years from now, says UNLV Dean Nancy Usher, who says it's a flexible timeline, but it will be a great resource for UNLV students for the rest of this century.
That's been your 7 at 7 AM News update. You can watch us Monday through Friday on streaming platforms like Apple TV, Roku, Fire TV, and YouTube. Or you can listen to us on podcast. We'll see you right here tonight for more 7 at 7.
Review Journal Studios, sponsored by Knock the Injury Law.